If you crave clean, punchy sound on a budget, you're in for a treat as we kick off this countdown of the best budget bookshelf speakers. From compact, desk-friendly models to room-filling setups, these picks prove you don't need to break the bank to sound like a pro. Today, I'm going to be going over the best budget bookshelf speakers that you can get right now. All of the products mentioned are linked in the description, so check them out if you're interested in any of them. With that, let's begin. At number 5, we have the Edifier R1280T. This budget-friendly pair from a brand known for value remains a frequent recommendation for first-time stereo setups where space and budget are at a premium. Built around a two-way configuration, each speaker houses a dedicated woofer and tweeter driven by an internal stereo amplifier. So what you hear comes straight from the box without needing a separate receiver. Cabinet is a compact, wood-veneered enclosure designed to dampen internal vibrations and reduce cabinet resonance that can smear precision at moderate volumes. The front panel includes simple tone controls for bass and treble, letting you tailor the balance to your room and taste without chasing an external equalizer full of knobs. Dual RCA inputs give you flexibility. You can connect a computer and a turntable or another source at the same time and switch between them with ease, which is a genuine convenience when you are experimenting with vinyl and streaming apps on a single desk. Sound signature leans warm and forgiving, with a controlled bass that adds body to voices, percussion, and film soundtracks without turning boomy or boxy. The mids stay relatively honest, which matters for podcasts, voiceovers, and instrument timbres. Treble doesn't glare on brighter recordings, though you won't mistake it for a high-end reference monitor. In practical listening, the R1280T performs happily at desk levels or around small living spaces, where you might have to place the speakers close to a wall. A slightly forward sound helps with early morning playlists and late-night movie nights, and the overall scale keeps your neighbors happy while still delivering musical cues with a sense of space. For casual home listening and classroom use, the Edifier R1280T offers a soundtrack that checks many boxes. Ease of setup, forgiving tonal balance, handy controls, and a price point that invites beginners to experiment. Compared to the Polk Audio T15, which I have included as number 4 on this list, the Edifier tends to deliver a warmer midrange and a smoother top end, trading a touch of punch for a more rounded, forgiving overall sound that suits vocal-focused content and laid-back streaming. Combination of a compact footprint, reliable build quality, and use-adjustable tone makes this pair a dependable gateway into the world of bookshelf speakers. You can couple it with a modest amplifier or even a computer audio interface and still achieve a coherent stereo image with satisfactory crosstalk rejection and stage width. If space is truly tight, these can sit on a shelf with minimal wobble and still maintain clean separation between channels, a testament to Edifier's careful cabinet design and driver alignment. In short, the R1280T is not about absolute battleground SBL. It's about presenting a balanced, musical listening experience that helps people rediscover recordings they already own. And it does this with a friendliness that can persuade non-audiophiles to explore more capable setups. Compared to the Polk Audio T15, which I have included as number 4 on this list, the Edifier tends to deliver a warmer midrange and a smoother top end, trading a touch of punch for a more rounded, forgiving overall sound that suits vocal-focused content and laid-back streaming. At number 4, we have the Polk Audio T15. This compact, budget-friendly bookshelf speaker is designed to be paired with an entry-level stereo receiver or home theater amp, and it shines when you want a quiet, unobtrusive footprint with honest sound. T15 uses a 4.5-inch dynamic balance woofer and a 0.75-inch silk dome tweeter housed in a rigid MDF cabinet with a front-facing bass port that helps bass respond well even when placed on a shelf. The result is a sound that is crisp in the highs, clean in the mids, and surprisingly full in the lower registers for its size, making it a flexible partner for TV dialogue, podcasts, and music across genres. The build is sturdy for the price, with grills that protect the drivers and a finish that blends into most room decors. Sound-wise, Polk emphasizes clarity and evenness across the spectrum. You get solid vocal presence and a tempered low end that doesn't overwhelm the middle. The woofer excursion and motor assembly are designed to minimize distortion at higher listening levels, so the T15 holds its composure when you push it a little harder with rock or electronic tracks. Accessories and compatibility are straightforward. You can use it with a compact stereo receiver, a small AV amp, or even a computer setup with a suitable DAC. Speaker's efficiency allows it to work well with budget amplifiers, and its sensitivity helps you extract meaningful loudness from modest power, which is particularly important for home theater dialogue where clarity matters. In real-world use, the T15 performs well in smaller living rooms and desks, especially when you place it on stands or shelves where the bottom end can breathe a bit. It benefits from room placement that avoids wall boom traps, but its sealed edge and port design help it hold together when you push it a little louder than background music. Compared to the Edifier R1280T, which I have included as number 5 on this list, the Polk T15 trades a built-in tone control for a more neutral, uncolored perspective. It sounds tighter and more precise in the midrange, especially with spoken word content, while the Edifier delivers more warmth and a richer overall texture. At number 3, we have the Klipsch R-41M. Compact, punchy bookshelf speaker, it leverages Klipsch's heritage of efficient, fast sound and a two-way layout that makes the most of a smaller room or desktop installation. Key drivers include a 4-inch copper-spun woofer and a 1-inch aluminum tweeter housed behind a Tractrix horn, a combination that yields a lively upper range with precise localization and generous dynamic headroom. Cabinet is front-ported, which helps bass extension in near-wall placements and reduces boundary-induced distortion when you can't pull the speakers far from a wall. The overall design emphasizes clarity, with a crisp transient response that makes drums click and cymbals shimmer without sounding brittle, even at moderate listening levels. The R-41M is also relatively efficient, so you can get satisfying loudness from a modest amplifier. Build-wise, the black vinyl finish and sturdy metal grills align with a long lifespan in a living space that hosts daily use. In terms of placement, the R-41M excels on stands or bookshelf shelves, delivering good dispersion even when used as near-field monitors for computer-based listening. When required, you can pair it with a subwoofer for deeper bass extension. But for most music and dialogue, it maintains a satisfying balance on its own. Compared to the Klipsch R-51M, which I have included as number 2 on this list, the R-41M is smaller and quicker in response with less bass authority, while the R-51M trades some speed for deeper extension and a bigger sense of scale. At number 2, we have the Klipsch R-51M. Stage up in Klipsch's entry line brings a larger footprint, a stronger bottom end, and a more expansive soundstage that rewards a proper amplifier with dynamic music. The R-51M features a 5.25-inch woofer and a 1-inch tweeter with the Tractrix horn, delivering a wider, more impactful bottom end and a more expansive high-frequency response than the smaller model. Cabinet remains front-ported and reinforced to resist rattling in busy passages, while the interior bracing reduces unwanted vibrations that can smear transients. Sound signature leans toward clarity and punch, yet it preserves a smooth top end that makes stringed instruments and cymbals breathe rather than glare. The efficiency is high enough to deliver convincing loudness from a mid-range amplifier, so you can enjoy clean vocal lines and spacious pianos without needing a high-wire hi-fi setup. Placement flexibility remains strong. On stands or shelves, the R-51M can fill a medium-sized room with confident imaging and a stable soundstage, and it responds nicely to placement tweaks that optimize bass alignment. For those who want deeper bass, it pairs well with a subwoofer, but it also holds its own without one for typical music listening. Compared to the Saiyin Bluetooth bookshelf speakers, which I have included as number 1 on this list, the R-51M offers more controlled, accurate bass and higher SBL potential when paired with a capable amplifier, whereas the Saiyin system prioritizes wireless convenience and integrated features for quick setup and casual listening. At number 1, we have the Saiyin Bluetooth bookshelf speakers. These speakers represent a modern, budget-friendly option that emphasizes wireless convenience without sacrificing essential acoustic cues. The Saiyin set focuses on a compact, sealed or lightly vented cabinet with a versatility that appeals to dorm rooms, workstations, or small living spaces where cables are a nuisance. Bluetooth connectivity is at the core, offering quick pairing with phones, tablets, and laptops, with a simple control surface, a responsive volume knob, and basic tone adjustments to shape the sound to your preference. In terms of drivers, Saiyin typically employs a dual driver arrangement on each enclosure, delivering clear mids and a decent treble extension for the size, while still delivering enough bass to satisfy casual listening in restricted spaces. The overall musicality is approachable. Vocals stay intelligible, percussion lands with energy, and stereo imaging remains competent given the compact footprint. A built-in amplifier offers enough headroom to drive the speakers cleanly at moderate volumes, and a subwoofer output provides a gateway to go deeper if you introduce an external sub in the future. On the practical side, Bluetooth streaming reduces clutter and setup time, which makes these a strong choice for users who want to listen to streaming playlists or to pair the system with a laptop for late-night movie sessions. Design emphasizes value by balancing driver quality, cabinet damping, and a user-friendly interface that supports a wide variety of listening preferences. Paired to the Edifier R1280T, which I have included as number 5 on this list, the Saiyin Bluetooth bookshelf speakers offer a modern wireless workflow and often a low-profile footprint. While the Edifier provides a more traditional wired pathway with built-in control versatility, and a warmer, richer tonal balance for vocal-centric music and on-screen dialogue.